If I tell you that the Bible speaks of the earth, how the earth was created, and I'm telling you from the Bible itself that the Bible is not 100% true on what it speaks of because man corrupted the Bible, what does that tell you? What does it tell you if I'm telling you that Jesus is not his real name, but I believe in the man? What does that tell you? If I'm telling you that if man got to the Bible and they corrupted, as in took verses out or kept important things out, but I'm reading for the Bible, or I will get certain verses from the Bible, what does it tell you? If I'm reading from it, giving you verses of how the earth was created that you all miss because what you believe in the government telling you live in space, what does that tell you? If I'm telling you that a creator exists, because I'm not saying God, I'm saying creator, what does that tell you?
Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said,
If I'm telling you that God only created the heavens and the earth, and I'm reading this and getting it from the Bible, but I'm also awake to the point of me knowing that man has lied to us about certain things, what does that tell you?
Let there be light. And there was light.
And if I tell you the sun, the moon, and the stars are just lights, when y'all were taught the sun is a ball of fire and that is far away from us, and the moon is far away, and the stars are farther away, or they're planets, and I'm telling you they're just lights, as the Bible speaks of, but I also tell you that the Bible is not 100% true, but I'm getting some verses from the Bible. What does that tell you?
And God saw the light that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters.
If I tell you that you all live in a dome, in a firmament that the Bible speaks of, and I'm getting it from the Bible, before I even understood this verse, I never actually read this verse to the point of me knowing we live in an actual firmament. I believed in what the government, what NASA, the elite told us that we live in space. They never said we live in a firmament. They never said we live in a dome. So if I'm awake, telling y'all things that the Bible speaks of that we never even thought of, and I'm coming to tell you what I speak of is the truth, and I get a verse from the Bible showing you proof of it, what does that tell you? I had to come upstairs because my niece is asleep. So I had to watch her for 5 minutes when my mom is doing what she had to do. That's why I paused the video. Now, as far as the firmament.
And let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. And the evening and the morning were the second day.
If I tell you that on the outside this dome is heaven, what does that tell you? The waters above is heaven. What is it telling you that's on the outside of the dome?
And God said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and
He called the dry land earth. What you walk on every day outside, not the concrete, but nature, is earth. Dry land appear. Did the Creator say bald earth appear? Or the earth that's in space appear? It's speaking of how the earth was created. If that were the case, it would have said, in the middle of space, I created earth. With billions of galaxies, or trillions of planets, it would have spoke of all them things, but it doesn't. It speaks of heaven and earth. So if I'm getting this stuff from the Bible, before I even presented to you guys the verses of the Bible of what I've been speaking of, I was speaking of this before I even proved it in the Bible. When I was starting to awaken, I was speaking these things to you. A lot of you denied what I was saying. When I went in the Bible, got verses of what I was speaking of, you all still denied what I spoke of. But you believe in the Bible. You believe in Jesus, the Creator, God. But you deny what I say that came from the Bible. But I also tell you that the Bible is not 100% true. Because man got to it. And if man got to it, they're not going to tell you the whole truth. And you all know that. So if these things is coming to me within myself to tell you this, if I'm still having dreams about going to heaven, if I'm still having dreams about me seeing things as far as heavenly things, still to this day, but you all say I'm evil, I'm going to hell, and all these crazy things. But I'm having these good dreams about going to heaven and still seeing things that's what you call heavenly. Or the only way you can have these visions and stuff is if you're a Christian. I'm not a Christian, but I'm having heavenly dreams still to this day. What does that tell you?
The gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, an herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. And let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon the earth.
Are you guys listening? Do you understand? What you've been taught in church is a lie. You're not being taught the truth in church. Do they speak of these things in church? Do they let you guys know exactly what the verse is talking about? Do they try to get you to understand what it's saying to you? Or do they still confuse you, as in you still live on the ball earth, that you still live in space? Or or are they telling you the truth, as in how I'm telling you the truth, and then going from the Bible and it's saying the same thing I've been saying for a long time? It's just you never thought about it because these pastors are not teaching you that. They're teaching you unnecessary things. They're just making money off you. You're going to church supporting them for no reason. You're not learning anything. You're only learning things that they want you to know. They're not teaching you the truth. They're blinding you from the truth. I'm giving you truth by the verse in the beginning, letting you know that what I've been saying, the earth is flat. The earth is just earth and not space. That you live in a dome. These lights, the sun, the moon, the stars, well, the sun and the moon, are inside the firmament. If the Bible speaks of the moon and the sun being inside of the firmament, what does that tell you about what I've been saying to you? But I'm a liar. I'm going to hell. God don't like me. God could care less about me. But I'm getting stuff from the Bible, the stuff that I've been getting in from myself. This knowledge that I've been getting came from myself and came from a source as well. But I'm evil. I'm a devil. Because I said that God is an alien. If he's not from here, this earth, if he's not from this earth, he is an alien. But for some reason, all this knowledge that I'm getting and teaching you is coming from the Bible, but the correct way, not in a way that you're confused, because a lot of you read the Bible, you're confused. You're only going by the way you're reading it, and it makes sense to you, but it's more deeper than that. When you read it, you have to look beyond what you're reading and understand it fully instead of what you're reading. Because just because what you're reading is not saying what you think it's saying. Just like, for instance, this is a good example. People read the Bible for 90 plus years in a lifetime, but still believe they live on a ball earth, that's floating in space and the sun is 90 million miles away, that you do not live on a globe, a firmament, that the sky is blue because of a certain science thing. But the people that's been reading the Bible for 50 some years has missed this part. Y'all missed the most important things in the Bible. Now that I'm coming out telling you the truth, getting Bible verse of what I speak of, you all still don't believe what I'm saying. And the Bible is saying it. But you say you believe in God. You believe in Jesus and everything goes. But I'm telling you that the Bible is not 100% true. If I'm telling you it's not 100% true, but I believe in it, what does that tell you?
And it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day.
Set the stars inside of the firmament. It speaks of the heavens being in the sky. If the heavens is in the sky and we're on earth, what does that tell you about where heaven is? The Bible is telling you the same thing that I've been telling you. The heaven itself, heaven, that you all speak of, that you all believe in, is on the outside of this dome. If I'm teaching you that, but I'm evil, I'm teaching you the truth that you never even thought of yourself for 50 years, for 60 years, 70 years, 80 years. Now you're to a point where in life where your life is about to end soon. And you've been reading this Bible the whole time, believing what man has taught you about space, that what the stars is, but the Bible is telling you inside of the firmament that is the sun and the moon. He placed the sun and the moon inside the firmament. Does the churches teach you that? Because y'all still believe that you still live in space, that the stars is planets and galaxies. But did the Bible just say that I've been saying that the sun, the moon, and the stars are just lights? And that he placed the lights, which is the sun and the moon, inside the firmament, and he placed the stars in the firmament of the heavens. If there's an earth and the heaven, if he created the earth and he created the heavens, then if we're on earth, then where is heaven? Where is heaven if we're on earth, if he only created heaven and earth? Where is heaven? On the outside of this dome. But you've been taught you live in space. The point of that is to let you know that heaven don't either exist or heaven is too far away from you to go out of, to try to visit heaven. So they tell you a story of science that you live in space. So that way you will never think about trying to go outside this dome, that you will stay inside of it and not free yourself trying to get outside this dome to be in heaven, because on the outside this dome is heaven itself. The Bible is telling you that, but y'all missed that for 80, 70, 60 years that y'all been reading the Bible. I have a grandmother that's, I believe, in her 70s or 80s, right, Mom? in her 80s. Better go to. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back downstairs, so just a minute. My grandmother is 87 years old. I just spoke to my mom about it. She's 87. 87 years of her life she's been taught nothing but lies. When my mom talked to her about stuff like this, she'd be interested in it because she didn't know. It doesn't hurt to hear someone out, especially you've been lied to. Just because we are awakening certain people does not mean we're lying. This knowledge is coming from within ourselves. As the Bible speaks of, it speaks of certain people is going to be awakened and everybody else is going to be asleep. But that's not speaking in our lifetime, as in the Bible is talking about us. That happened before, in their lifetime. The Bible repeats itself. So, back in Jesus' time when he was here, it's going to repeat itself. It may not happen in the same exact way of Jesus, this person, and being a reincarnation of him, coming, giving people food and everything else, and all this stuff happening, walking on water. It doesn't mean it's going to happen that way again. But there's going to be a person that's going to teach you the truth. Just like Jesus did back in his day, came here and taught y'all the truth, trying to let you know who you are, what you live on, and what you're capable of doing, letting you know the truth. And the reason of his death is because of that. He came here to tell you the truth. Not because of your sin. Because guess what? Even though y'all say he died for y'all sins and everything, why do you still have to live good and everything to go to heaven if he died for your sin? Because if he died for your sin, that means you have nothing to worry about. You're good. You're set to go to heaven no matter what you do, right? So y'all don't think about that little small stuff that I'm speaking of. If that were the case, you wouldn't have to work so hard to go to heaven. Why are you working hard to go to heaven? Why are you trying to be so good to go to heaven? Why are you so scared that you won't go to heaven? If Jesus died for your sin, why are you scared that you won't go? Think about what I'm saying. If I were lying to you guys, why am I speaking from the Bible and trying to get you to understand what it actually means, other than what the pastors have been teaching you? They gotta raise their voice. They gotta act like they in the Holy Ghost and everything. I'm not pretending. I still say cuss words here and there. And I also let you guys know that I'm sorry for it. But when I get angry sometimes, I do curse because I get hurt by how my people are so corrupted. Why can't a pastor talk like I'm talking right now? Why do you gotta do this? So I tell you again, blah, 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 and they got to do that. Why put on an act? Why do that? You don't have to do that. Why can't you just talk to your people normally in your original, regular voice? Talk. But they're not doing it. They're acting. Making money off you. They're not helping you to do anything. If I were to have a church, I would be speaking about this. If I were to go by the Bible and speak, I would tell you the truth. I will go in it and tell you what it actually means and what don't make sense and what makes sense. Fearing God. Why would you fear God if God loves you? That's another example of the Bible being things taken out and, man got up in there a little bit. Why would God want you to fear him? There's no other type of fear, but fear as in bad type of fear. Fear is not a good thing. Fear is a bad thing. I always ask people, would you want your child to fear you? They say no. So why would God want you to fear him? They can never answer that question, but they would say this. Fear out of love. That don't make sense, because fear is a bad, negative thing. Fear. Love is a good thing. Fear is a bad thing. So fear came from man, which means man put that in there. They want y'all to fear God and not question him about anything that's going on. What they're saying is they don't want you to question them of what's going on this earth. They don't want y'all to question the Bible. I'm questioning the Bible. I'm telling you things that y'all didn't understand. So, I'm evil. I'm all these things. But I'm going by the Bible right now as we speak, like I had been doing. Proving y'all everything that I've been saying was true. Still having dreams from within myself. It's not coming from God, it's coming from within. Y'all don't understand who you are. That's the point of Jesus coming here in the first place, to let you know who you are. You're just like Jesus. That's the point of him coming here, to tell you that. Even though that's not his real name, I'm going by that name because so y'all can know who I'm talking about. He came here to let you know who you are, that you're capable of doing the same things that he done. If he's telling you that, what is that telling you? If Jesus is a God, what does that tell you about yourself? If you can do the same thing he can do, what is that telling you? That means you're a god or you're a goddess. As in God being man and goddess being a woman. You have the same abilities that this Jesus person has. Why do you think you have body heat? Body heat is not science. Body heat is energy. If you have energy, what is that telling you? That's telling you that you're some type of being, right? You have some type of abilities, right? You just can't tap into it because man dumbed you down. That's it.
And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful, and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. And the evening and the morning were the 5th day.
I'm going to end this here. I don't care about y'all opinions anymore. I don't care about how you feel about me. I don't care what you think I'm saying is evil or bad. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care if you think I'm going to hell. I don't care. You already live in it. Because Satan made this place hell. Y'all don't understand. If I'm speaking this stuff, if I'm speaking of love, if I'm speaking of truth, and not money, but love and truth, and also convincing y'all to save money instead of spending it, is that evil? Is that manipulating you? Is that deceiving you? Is that lying to you? Or am I speaking actual truth? Is that letting you know that I'm awake in a different way from you, to the point where I understand a lot of things way better than you do, because I'm not into the system anymore of confusion, of fear, lies, cheat. I'm awake, speaking of love, speaking of how to treat your woman, how to treat men, mostly women, because women are important to me. If I'm speaking of this stuff, what is that telling you? That's telling you. The point of me saying, what does that tell you? The point of me saying this is to let you know that I do believe in the Creator. I do believe in Jesus, but the real one. I believe in the real creator. I believe in the real Jesus person. I believe. But there's the Bible is not 100% true. That's what I'm telling you. So, people that thumbs down my video because I'm telling the truth, because it hurts your feelings that I'm telling the truth, I'm getting a lot of views that I'm not even getting because of what I speak of out of the Bible. Y'all can't believe what y'all been taught was a lie. And when I come out and tell you things that's in the Bible that I spoke of, it's in there, I'm lying. But it's in the Bible that you believe in. So what does it tell you about me? Somebody in the comment section on one of my videos said that the Creator is using me to spread the truth. See, that person said God. So he believes in the Bible, or she. Which is letting you know that a Christian person believes in what I'm saying. If a Christian person is believing what I'm saying, that means I'm speaking truth. That's letting you know that you don't need a religion to have a relationship with the Creator. But also, people always say, have a relationship with Him. Do you know God? Let me ask you this question, that people that ask that question to people, pastors especially, or people that's a Christian. When you tell somebody, do you know God? I'm going to ask you this question. Do you know Him? Have you ever met Him? Have you ever spoken to Him, sat down with Him in person and spoke to Him? I'm not talking about no dreams. I'm talking about in person. Have you? And you telling other people to get to know God. But you never even met Him. So how can you tell someone that and you never met Him? No excuses. You didn't meet Him. You didn't get to know Him because you didn't get to meet Him, to talk to Him, to get to know Him. So how can you tell someone else that? You see common sense? None of y'all never thought about that. Y'all only go by what you hear. Once you hear something, you accept it if they manipulated you to believe it. I'm telling you the truth, and it's not getting to y'all head, y'all don't believe it. Because it's new to you, you never thought about it for 80, 70 some years, 50 years of what I'm speaking of right now. I'm a young man speaking of this. If I were evil, why am I quoting from the Bible? If I'm Satan, why did I just get something from the Bible? Would Satan do that? Would Satan even touch the Bible? Interesting. Very interesting, isn't it? I'm Satan, but I'm getting this stuff from the Bible. That's very, very interesting. That's very, very stupid that a lot of you think that I'm evil and Satan. That just shows how stupid you are, because if that were the case, y'all always say Satan, fears, the name of Jesus and everything. But I'm speaking his name. I'm saying his name. Nothing's happening to me. I'm not getting affected. I'm not going crazy. I'm not exploding. I'm not getting shot. Nothing's happening to me. I'm still speaking Jesus, 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 Jesus Christ. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I can say it all day. But guess what? Nothing is happening to me. Because guess what? That means I'm not evil. That means I'm kind-hearted. That means I am love. Because y'all know what love is. Love is power. Why would God want you to not have knowledge? That's another thing from the Bible, the knowledge of good and evil. But why would he don't want you to have knowledge? Because without knowledge, you can easily be manipulated. God will want you to know. God will not want you to be in the dark. He will want you to know. But I'm Satan. I'm evil. I'm trying to free my people. I'm trying to make this earth a better place. But I'm Satan speaking like that. I'm not going to get mad anymore. I'm not going to raise my voice no more. I've been raising my voice on videos a lot because I've been upset. But right now, I'm not even going to do that because I'm not that type of person I'm not that type of person that y'all think I am. All because I'm awake and you're not, you're mad at me. You should be happy I'm awake so I can teach you the truth. And you can tell your children when I'm teaching you the truth. So that way they won't live in a lie. Like you're living in a lie that your grandparents taught you. But they didn't know. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. And it's never too late not to know the truth. But y'all rather listen to lies. Y'all rather support people that's lying to you. Y'all supporting them. Making them rich for no reason. It's not changing the earth. Are they changing the earth? Are they making the earth a better place? Or are they still living a life with the money that you gave them? Am I talking about doing that? I'm the only one I know that's talking about changing this earth. If I were ever to get supported, I would put my money into this earth because all that money that I made was not mine. It was yours. So I would share the money with you, make this earth a better place. People are not doing that. That's what I'm saying. The people that's been supported are not doing what they were supposed to do with that money that they've been given by you to them. It wasn't meant for them to have for themselves, to use for just for them. They were supposed to help out, make things better on this earth. If you people would support people like me that would try to make the earth a better place, if you support us with the money to do that, this earth would be a better place. If you have 100 people like me, the same as me, and we're doing the same exact thing, this earth would be a lot better. Just imagine 100 Leverts being billionaires and millionaires, and we all in the same mindset. Just think about it. This earth will be better. Just think about it. But if you got people that's on the same mindset as of just having money, drugs, women, sex, not showing love to people, lying to people, saying you're gonna do something but don't do it. If you keep supporting them type of people, you ain't gonna never get no progress on this earth. It's gonna keep being the same thing. You're gonna still have poor people. You're gonna have people that's struggling and everything. In my last video, I spoke of wanting to change this earth, want to make it a better place, bring a minimum wage, bring in better jobs that people can actually have, so everybody can support their family, because it's the only system that we're going by. If I could change the system, I would change the system, but I'm not in charge of this earth, so I can't change the system, but I can change it to the point where I can make this earth a better place and show you guys how I can do it. That's who I am. I am love. That's exactly who I am. But I'm evil, speaking this way, right? This is how I know I'm awakened. The Creator is using me to spread the truth, to tell the truth about the Bible and everything. If I'm awake, why would any woman want a man like me that's awake, that's speaking from the Bible, but also speak from himself that's within, because knowledge is from within yourself. You're a god or a goddess, and you have all the information from within yourself. The pastors don't teach you that. They teach you to give them money. They talk about their lives or somebody else's life. That's all I've been trying to do. And y'all want to thumbs down my video. Y'all want to call me crazy. Y'all don't want to watch my videos no more. I've been noticing a lot of stuff. Y'all think I don't know that a lot of you not watching my videos no more? A lot of you fake Christians that's been watching me are not watching me no more? Y'all fake. A lot of you that's not watching me no more, that's thumbing down my videos, y'all fake. I don't appreciate what y'all doing. But I don't care anymore. Because it's convincing someone that I'm telling the truth. Someone is seeing it and believing it, because I'm getting it from the Bible. what I speak of, I'm also putting the Bible, I'm involved in the Bible. But I'm letting you know it's not 100% true, but I'm involved in it. What is that telling you? What is that telling you? It's common sense. Because if I didn't believe, I would never even read from the Bible in the first place. I love you all.